Alright, YouTube. My name is Tommy. I'm a powerlifter, 21 years old, and this is my first ever training vlog. I've been lifting for 4 years now, and I've been absolutely terrified to pick up a camera and speak into it for the public to see. So, honestly, I hope nobody that I know sees this, but at the same time, I feel like this could serve as valuable to the powerlifting community. Either way, I'm not going to be upset about it, and I'm going to keep doing it. So, welcome to my first training vlog. This is going to be week 3, day 3, or day 4, I'm not sure. Alright guys, so for today's training, I started with beltless pause deadlifts, ascending 4x4, working up to RPE 6. This is the first set with 297 pounds. This was really easy, but again, just working on form here, really focusing on decent pauses, making sure everything is really smooth, and just making sure we're staying in the target RP. Now, for this, I think it was RP 4, so it was supposed to be as easy as it looks, but just also focusing on resetting every rep. Since it is beltless, we want to make sure that we're bracing properly before each rep, because without a belt, if we're not bracing properly, we're going to get injured. So just focusing on that, and that was the first set. Alright, and for our next set, I took 308 pounds, or 140 kg. Last week, this was my top set at RP 5. This week, my third set was at RP 5, so I figured I would take the same weight and try to make it move the same, or maybe a little bit easier. And honestly, I felt like this moved a little bit easier. I wasn't feeling the best going into the session. I had to go pretty early in the morning, so my body was still waking up a little bit, and I figured if it moved easy, then I would just make a bigger jump on my last set. And this moved all right, not amazing, but it could have been a lot worse. So yeah. As you can see, going on to the top set, this is 324.5 pounds, or 147.5 kg. This was honestly my fastest set in my opinion, and the best pauses, fully locked into it. Maybe because it was the top set, I'm not sure. But overall, this part of the session was pretty good. I was pretty happy with how this moved. We'll see what I hit next week, week 3. But yeah, overall, this was really good deadlifts. Moving on to the belt squat. This replaced comp squat this week because I've been dealing with a hip flexor issue, and I just competed 3 weeks ago now, so my coach and I decided that it's best if I just keep the load off of where it hurts on my hip, since I'm not going to be competing until a long time from now. So I just wanted to pick a movement that was imitating the squat motion, and yeah, I mean, it was pretty easy overall. And then I did 3x15 on leg press, just really low weight. I was really trying to feel a good stretch in my hip. It's the right one there. And I don't know, I just took it with like maybe 2 plates on each side. I just wanted to see if getting a good deep range of motion that I haven't been able to get because of the issue I've been having for the last couple of weeks. I wanted to see if this would make a difference with recovery and seeing if this would help fix the issue overall. But yeah, it was a pretty empty training session today because normally I would squat and deadlift, but squats got replaced by an accessory. So I was in and out in about maybe 1 hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes overall. But yeah. So yeah, that was today's training session, week 2, day 3. It's supposed to be comp squat, comp deadlift, leg press, and Jefferson curls. I did all of that, except I had to switch the comp squat with belt squat for obvious reasons explained previously. Hoping that by next block I am back to the comp squat on that day. But overall, relatively pleased with the training session. The weights aren't very heavy right now because all my deadlifts are beltless. Can't really squat right now. Bench has been moving okay, but you'll see that on the next video. Yeah, that's all I've got. Honestly, the plan for this YouTube is to treat it as 1, a training log, 2, a reflection of my training same day. I want this to be really recent and fresh in my mind, just for myself, so I can look back and see how I was feeling on a particular day when something moved well or didn't move well, whatever. And 3rd, I feel like there's a lot of content in the powerlifting community that is super hype and everyone's going for PRs all the time, but I feel like there's not too many people that show long form content of like behind the scenes training, like their squat, their bench, their deadlift, and the accessories that they hit, because SBD is not going to build the total by itself. You need the accessory work. That's what brings up the lacking parts of your body. And yeah, so I'm just going to keep doing this. If I get subs, I do. And if I don't, I don't. But either way, this is going to be a good guide for me to help me get to the next level in powerlifting.